Hi everybody, welcome back to video number 3, chapter 9, persuasive messages, and that persuasive assignment that you've now been tasked to do. What I want to do for this video, everybody, is I just want to spend a few minutes talking to you about social media and the role that it plays in that delivery of persuasive messages. Make you aware of a few things in the textbook. And then I want to bring forth a article that appeared in the Medicinet newspaper yesterday. So for those of you that are working on the SPCA, I have another Humane Society article that I want to share with you, and then I'm going to leave you with a couple of homework assignments for Tuesday's class, everybody. So I am on page 312, so 312 at the bottom there, persuasion through social media. So we all know that we have been inundated with social media options in today's day and age, and we are on our social media a lot. To the point that actually some people, as a side note, have deleted social media from their phones because they've just been so overwhelmed with it and so on it all the time that it's kind of consumed them. But we do know that persuasion does take place through social media. They give us some examples of individuals who have used it to deliver their message, to get the message across. They've given us eight groups of people that have used it and have become influencers in that social media realm. Those can be visionaries, strategists, teachers, okay, can use it, pass along their insights and help others learn. Tutors, okay, can provide instructional tips and guidelines using social media in that form of persuasion. Charismatics, evangelists, sorry, coaches and entertainers are all using social media in that ability to persuade people. And I find that world of influencers very interesting and just sort of came to light to me recently. I didn't even know what it was or I'd never heard of it. But influencers on page 313, by definition, everybody, are third-party endorsers who have built relationships and earned trust with specific audiences out there today. So though the world of influencers, okay, and what do? They're endorsing products, right? Or endorsing ideas, beliefs, that sort of thing. And they shape those audiences' attitudes through tweets, blog entries, and other social media postings, okay? Very interesting world in the business sense today, that ability to persuade using social media. They go on a little bit to talk about traditional versus digital marketing, promotion and self-promotion in social media. So please take a look at that content, because I really feel that probably the demographic that you represent today is probably more well versed in that than I would be giving the generation that I represent today. So social media and how does it influence our ability to buy certain products, okay? It's all about those social, the influencers and that third party endorsing idea of products that are out there, everybody. So take a look at that. And I'm going to talk about that on Tuesday's class because I want to get a feel for what is relevant in your world today from that social media and those influencer ideas. And who do you watch, you know, on channels or social media apps like YouTube, that sort of thing. Okay, so please take a look at that. I want to bring you to your attention, and I will post this in Blackboard, everybody. But for those of you that have taken on that SPCA role, looking at that spay-neuter program that they offer, I want to bring to your attention an article that appeared in the Medicine Hat newspaper yesterday, so that would be Wednesday, March 3rd, on the Humane Society rescues 10 cats from abandonment. Please take a look at this article. It's absolutely gut-wrenching what people will do today with this overflow of cats and kittens that that we are facing, and why a spay-neuter program, a trap, neuter, and release program is so critical in today's world, not only just in this area, but also in other areas. So I'm going to put that article on Blackboard. I'll put the link to it in there so that you can take a look at that. Please, if you're using or doing the SPCA for your assignment, please take a look at this article. It will help give you an insight as to what is going on in today's world and how we are trying to help these cats and kittens, and it's also dogs as well too. So if you're not maybe a cat lover, it's also an issue with dogs as well too, and puppies that are being rescued, that are being abandoned. So I will put that on Blackboard. What I want to do though, so I'm going to leave you with a couple of tasks that you need to take on prior to us meeting live on Tuesday. So I want you to come to class prepared to talk about that role of the influencer and who maybe you watch from a social media perspective, not only as an individual, but maybe also an organization or business that you might follow. So be prepared to come and talk to the class about that on Tuesday. But I want to leave you with a couple of activities and ideas that we will talk about again on Tuesday. If you turn to page 316 in your textbook, under those exercises and workshop options, I want you to take a look at number 1, identifying types of appeals. This is what we talked about in earlier in the chapter. So that ability to appeal to logic, ethic, that sort of thing. And I want you to identify types of appeals. I want you to note the ads that appear on your social media feeds or websites that you might visit. What types of products are advertised on each platform? What types of appeals are used in each case? Okay. What, if any, connection exists between the platform, the type of product, and the appeal that is used? Okay, that is your homework assignment number 1. So be prepared to come and talk about your social media feeds and the websites that you, pardon me, that you visit. As well, if I can have you turn to, just look down that page to question number 3, analyzing fundraising appeals. I want you to take a look at that. Fundraisers use a variety of appeals to motivate people like myself, potential donors, in a small group. Review each of the following fundraising appeals and identify the appeals that are being used. So I am going to place you into groups on Tuesday, and you are going to be tasked with looking through those and deciding which appeal you feel that they are using. Okay, and then going through as well too on page 318, take a look at analyzing those subject lines under the writing improvement exercises, because we will spend time in Tuesday's class talking about that. And the reason I'm doing these, everybody, is to help you with that actual written part of the assignment coming up. Okay, so leaving you with 3 small tasks that you need to take a look at in the textbook. Please be ready on Tuesday to come to class and discuss these. I'm looking forward to getting the input of everybody to find out what social media feeds we're using, what kind of appeals are out there, and how those individuals are getting the message across, because I feel that that will really help you with this particular assignment. So other than that, everybody, I don't have anything else to add. But again, I will put this article in Blackboard. Please take a look at it under the assignments tab. That will help those representing the SPCA. And if I encounter, I do get the paper every day. If I encounter anything that will help with the food bank or the women's shelter, I will certainly share those articles with you as well too. All right. I wish you all a great weekend. The weather's supposed to be fantastic. The sun is shining. I can hardly wait to get out there today and get some vitamin D. So please take care, everybody. Be safe, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Thank you.